Hi everybody, welcome to Second Wind Homestead. I'm Mariah. Let me show you around. Up in our front yard, we have a cattle panel trellis set up with T-posts, and we have mainly tomatoes. We have some peppers mixed in, some squash and zucchini. We got some good size peppers down in here. Let me see if I can get you a good look. There we go. My citrus trees, I have a Meyer lemon and a Persian lime tree that I just got this year. They're just up front here for the summer. More tomatoes. We have Romas, we have Sweet 100s, we have Indigo Rose. At the end of this bed we swing around, I've got, this is one of the two persimmon trees that I have in place. One is a Fuyu persimmon, this one is an American persimmon. We have another cattle panel trellis with our potatoes here on the right hand side, and some garlic, shallots, and chives, and a lone pepper plant or two. On the left hand side of the trellis we have 3 of our blueberry bushes we just got in the ground this year. And we'll walk on down the trellis here. And our lovely huge pile of compost we just picked up the other day. Then we're coming down the side of the house. We have one of our 2 green stalk planters here. This one I haven't completely transitioned over for summer. And then we have some other planters here. I have some basil and I have some seedlings that are getting started in there. Then we come down the side. We have 2 arches here. On one at the base I have boysenberries and kiwi. And the other one is more tomatoes, peas, beans, anything I can fit along here. I believe I have some more squash and zucchini down here as well. But I have lots of beautiful sugar snaps. And then I discovered this morning, let's see if I can find them in here, we have some gorgeous dragon tongues. Let's pick that, show y'all. They're doing great this year. Absolutely great. My other trellis in this bed to the right this year, we are doing okra and sunflowers, and I have onions around the border. This arch we have some beans. I have a couple eggplants here temporarily. Some more beans down here, and then I have some melon seeds in some of these, and some loofahs, and some more zucchini started. Trying a new variety. I believe it's called Italian ribbed, in addition to our typical one. This is our greenhouse. We just got plastic on this year. All we have left to do is put in our vent window and our front door, and it is ready for winter and potting up seeds for next year. Into the backyard, we have the lovely pink playhouse. The girls picked that color, can you tell? This side bed we have some squash and zucchinis, and some of these are mysteries. They volunteered in the compost pile and we transplanted them. I'm curious to see. Our compost is back there with the pallets. Then the two cement beds. One is wildflowers. We have milkweed and lantana and some salvia. The other one is my asparagus. The oldest plant in here is probably about 3 years old, and he is massive. I don't know if you can see this. He is so tall. He's taller than me. And then a rhubarb in the big pot behind him. The deer have been munching on that rhubarb, so it's not looking so hot. Back up towards the house, there's our greenhouse. We have another green stalk tower. This one is entirely strawberries this year. We have cucumbers down here with some trellis we just started setting up, and this here we just have some rope strung for trellising onto some T-posts and some PVC to extend the height, and we have zipper peas all along the base of there. It's our strawberries. Let's see if we've got any today ripe. Oh, we got one of the little white Carolinas peeking out there. It's ripe. And let's see. Ooh, the squirrels and the chipmunks missed a few. We got a few here, almost ready. And then we have, on the other side of our greenhouse, we have our aquaponics set up. We have one IBC that we cut to make a grow bed and a fish tank. Then we have another one that we cut to make a sump that also holds fish, and another grow bed. And then in our other video we showed you the add-on we just did with the tower. And that is most of our space right now that we have occupied for gardening. Most of the rest of our yard is in heavy shade. We have very large trees. And like I said, we are in a residential area, so it limits some of what we can do. Up here by the okra bed on the side of the house, we have our experimental potato patch this year. We just got rid of the grass on top, put the potatoes directly on the ground, covered it with some compost, and you can see we have, it won't focus for me, sorry folks, we have some baby potatoes peeking through. What we plan on doing is when we mow the yard, we'll put the bag on the lawnmower, and as they get taller we will just use grass clippings to cover them. They should dry out pretty quick and become nice good mulch to grow some potatoes under and protect them from the sun. Oh, covering the potato patch, we have our lovely fig tree. It's huge. It's getting so big. It's covered in figs, which hopefully we will beat the birds to this year. Oh, and look, I just found some volunteer something, squash, watermelon, I'm not really sure. We're going to mark those and dig them up and try and transplant them right in my front yard. This rock bed here, this is going to be the perennial herb garden, sort of. I already have my rosemary and my oregano, which have been in place for a while and are loving it. We added some salvia and some phlox for pollinators. I'll have some thyme in there. And then I added some calendula and dill seeds in there to add a little bit more, and I'll just let those go to seed this year and self-sow for next year. These buckets right here along the right side of the walkway are mint. Got a couple of mums. Then we have a couple blueberry plants I'm trying to hide in here from the mint to keep from the birds. Mint is awesome. I believe I have spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, pineapple mint, orange mint. I like mint, can you tell? And then I have, on the left side of the walkway, I have 3 wicking bins. Each of them has ginger that I just planted today. This first one on the right has, let's see, that's an ancho pepper, or poblano, whatever you want to call it. Some basil, a few radishes I haven't pulled yet. The second one is 2 mammoth jalapeno plants. And this last one has a little bitty carrot that somehow showed up, I don't know from where, and a couple of little chard seedlings that aren't really doing too much right now. And then we just have some flowers. This is a Nanking cherry that Luna begged for, so we're going to see how that goes. Another rosemary, that one's Audrey's. Yet another massive container of oregano. And then we are experimenting this year as well. We have watermelon, and I believe that is Black Diamond, I think is the one I bought. I just bought a couple seedlings this year to try, and we're going to see how that goes. We got it here where it'll get nice good heat off of the driveways. And Daniel's helping me get those little baby whatever they are. I'm going to transplant them into a bucket and move them to a better spot. Where they were at in the yard I would have left them, but it's right where my son likes to park his truck, so we are going to, we'll have to weed that too once I'm sure that the poor little guys are going to be okay. This tree here, this is my other persimmon tree. This is the Fuyu persimmon. We got it in the ground last year, and it actually has fruit on it this year. It flowered, and we have little baby persimmons. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please click like and subscribe, and you can see what we're up to.